Hey YouTube, this is my attempt at putting in Dorman 604224 blend door actuator motor. Let's see how it goes. The first thing we're going to do is disconnect the negative battery cable and wait 10 minutes because of the passenger side airbag that will be removed later. Next we will remove the glove box with 3 bolts along the bottom. After those 3 7mm bolts for the glove box, go up under and remove the 2 airbag retaining bolts, 10mm each. After the 2 bolts back there, just pry the top edge loose and disconnect the harness. Actually, I'll just set the airbag up on top of the dash. There isn't a convenient connector, and there's enough slack in the cable. Alright, there's one of the 3 8mm tricky little bolts to get out. And there's the actuator, and we'll zoom out, and you'll see it's buried in there. We have a little correction. There's only 2 8mm screws holding it in. One here and one here. This is a peg in the back far corner. Right now I have the screws removed and I have to disconnect the harness and lift it out. And I happen to have mine parked in about the right position with the control midway between cold and hot when doing the job. Just in case you were wondering, back up the red tab first, then press down on the black tab and back out the connector. Here we are, actuator installed, 2 screws tightened, connector hooked up. All that's left is to secure the airbag in place with their 2 10mm screws that replace the glove box with the 3 7mm screws. In closing, I hooked up the battery and I checked the operation of the motor, and you can hear it contract against both the cold side and the hot side, and the motor switches just fine. And I'll show you the tool I was using to get those screws out. I had a quarter drive 8mm swivel socket locking extension so it wouldn't fall off, about 16 inches of extension, and a quarter drive ratchet, of course.